The biggest story in this Dexterverse is going to be how Masuka loses his hair.
I know, bro.
He goes on a bender and he's just like, ah!
Hello, Dexter fans, and welcome to the season finale episode of Final Cut, your ultimate hub for all things Dexter and the official after show for Dexter Original Sin. I'm your host, Jamie Chung, and I'm here to dissect every twist and turn from this week's episode. Today, for our final episode, we welcome back our wonderful C.S. Lee, our original Vince Masuka.
I'm back.
Let's go, baby. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Full disclosure, we originally had a different plan for this last episode, which we typically film ahead of time here in Hollywood, but however, due to the ongoing crisis, we had to reschedule and CS graciously stepped in last minute. This continues to be an incredibly difficult time for many families affected by the devastating wildfires. We want to do everything we can to support those in need. And if you're able to, please consider donating to organizations providing vital relief and assistance to the victims, but also supporting our brave first responders. Links to donate are available in the description below. And remember, every contribution, no matter how big or small, really makes a difference. Now with that, let's get into it. Before we dive into the episode, Masuka's relationship with Dexter was always interesting, yet very playful.
Yeah.
How did you build that dynamic with Michael C. Hall?
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we first started, I had to kind of feel it out.
Yeah.
And then once I got enough confidence,
yeah.
then I started throwing him stuff.
Oh yeah.
And Michael just rode with it. He knew I was going off script a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like I do something physically that was not in the script
Yeah.
or surprising to him. Like
Yeah.
I didn't tell him, but he would always roll with the punches.
Yeah, he'd always react. He's a good
yeah.
listener.
And that way it was so much fun having scenes with him because I knew he was gonna throw it right back at me.
I gotta say, when you're working with a good actor, it makes you better. You know
It's
what I
so
mean?
exciting,
and what a
right?
delight, because everyone on this show were like amazing actors.
Amazing. Amazing.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, they couldn't have picked a better cast. It's really inspiring to watch
Yeah.
all these young actors.
I know,
and
really
just like-
embody it themselves.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for your response and your compliment about my cast and my season, but we never got it, so we'll move on.
Oh.
Are there any lessons you learned on the set of Dexter that you've taken with you today?
There's so many things. I mean, 8 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time with those people and even the crew. That's the great thing about working on a show like this is
Yeah.
like everyone has their own job to do.
Everyone- it
and
really-
it takes everyone to do their jobs.
To make a fantastic
Yes.
show. As we know, there's Resurrection
Yes.
coming out.
Yes.
Can you tell us anything? Have you gotten the call?
Are you talking about Masuka Erection?
Oh my God, are we gonna coin that? Should we put a hashtag to that?
I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know.
But you would be open to it.
I will be totally open to it. I mean, to be able to replay Masuka again on the small screen and a chance to act with Michael C. Hall again.
Oh man, I'm so
and all
jealous.
those.
Are we gonna start a petition? I think we shall.
Oh, the Masuka Erection petition.
Oh, I was talking about Molly Park.
Oh.
What has it been like for you to work on this franchise and then 20 plus years later for it to come back around?
After watching Original Sin, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
With Dexter, Michael C. Hall narrating, that kind of bridges the gap
works.
between the new viewers and
Yeah.
the old viewers, and it works so well. I mean, whoever thought of that, brilliant. It might have been you.
No, it was totally me. No. Okay, so before we move on, we're gonna play a little game. And it's
you
about
want to
diving
play
into, I love playing games.
Okay, I bet you
love
do.
games.
I bet you do.
This one is called Dexter's Decisive Distinctions. It's a quick fire way to get the scoop over the time you played Masuka. So I'm gonna throw out a list of superlatives and you're gonna tell me the first co-star that comes to mind. No second guessing.
Yes.
It's just your gut reaction.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Here we go. Class clown on set.
Ah, C.S. Lee.
Best secret karaoke voice.
David Zayas.
David Zayas. Oh, Desmond said Michael.
Oh.
Michael, take note of that.
Oh.
I retract that petition. The Masuka erection. Most likely to add ad-libs that stick.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest advocate for coffee runs.
Oh, Deb.
She's highly caffeinated.
Isn't it obvious?
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
She's always like.
Master of the Quiet Comeback.
You know what? I would give that to MCH, Michael C. Hall.
Yeah.
He's silent but deadly.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. God damn it, I love it. Okay, most likely to have an on-set nickname that sticks.
James Remar. Yeah.
I love him.
But most people don't know that he's a big clown.
He is?
He loves clowning around. He really does.
Biggest hype person in the cast.
Biggest hype person in the cast. You
Yeah.
know what? I'll give that to Jennifer.
Most likely to steal the spotlight in a group photo.
Desmond.
I mean, honey, he doesn't try to steal the spotlight. He just does it with his beautiful blue eyes.
Yeah,
and,
he's got something about his eyes.
Fastest line memorizer. Not me.
Not me either, but I would say Michael.
He's a pro. Best smile under pressure.
David Zayas.
Yeah,
He's always
dude.
smiling.
Such a good spirit too.
He's the best spirit.
Best fake laugh that feels real.
That would be me.
No
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So we are diving into the finale.
Oh gosh, episode 10, Cold Blues.
Ooh. It opens by giving us a deeper look into Brian Moser's origin story.
Jesus. Hey! Okay, I got you. I got you. Hold on.
That was the first time my brother was taken from me.
We hear his narrative voice, which was like the only voice head you ever heard was
Dexter's.
Dexter's.
I think it was really trying to help us empathize from his perspective, and I think that really worked.
Oh, it totally worked.
You know, because
Totally
it
worked.
follows the contrast between Dexter and Brian after they come to a fork in the road. Are you raised in a loving family with the code
Yeah,
to
yeah.
help kind of control your dark passenger, or do you go off and you're not unhinged, but have no guidance or any kind
Oh my
of
God,
love?
you know, Brian definitely got the short end of the stick.
Do you believe that Dexter would have ended up like Brian if it weren't for Harry's code?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know if he would have remembered as much.
We're both parents. We know kids
Yeah.
are innocent when they're born.
Yeah.
Even when they're 1, 2, 3, they're innocent.
Yeah, they really
And it's
are.
only when the big humans tell us that's bad,
Yeah,
don't do this, don't do
exactly.
that, is when the character of the brain starts to develop. And so, yeah, you're right. I think if Dexter was not guided by Harry, I think he would have been, you know, a bad serial
Two
killer.
peas in a pod.
You're going to have to finish what you started when you threw me away 17 years ago.
Harry could have killed Brian right there,
Yeah.
which would have stopped all the events from season 1 from happening, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
Which
Or
makes
he
so
didn't.
much sense because he loves Brian too, I think. He just couldn't
that
fucking
why?
do it. Yeah.
Is that why?
Because he
He
sees him
wanted
as
to
the
bring
kid.
him in, though.
I mean, who wants to live under the same roof?
Maybe that was just a ruse.
Mm.
And he would cuff him and then take him somewhere and
All these fucking games, man. So when Harry comes to, he reads on the door, "You're right." What do you think he meant by that?
Brian is basically saying, you're right. Like, you're right. You need to protect Dexter.
Or let him
Right?
go.
You think so?
Yes, that's why he came to the restaurant to be like the final goodbye. He didn't do like the creepy wave, but
No.
maybe he just wanted like one last look of like, oh, okay, Dexter seems really happy. Maybe I
Right.
should just let him be.
Yeah, but then he comes back as the ice trick killer.
Yeah, but 15 years later.
All right, so it's a temporary goodbye.
Until
Temporary,
he
like,
realizes like, no, maybe I don't want to fucking say goodbye.
Right.
I'm gonna start killing.
We'd been scouring the city, and Spencer had been keeping Nikki a half-mile from the station.
You son of a bitch.
Spencer leads Dexter to a shipyard. That is what it was. I was like, is it a cold jail cell? Is it, I mean, you know, I was always wondering where that location was, but it makes total sense. It
Yeah.
was a ship.
It was a
this
ship.
whole fucking time.
well, that makes sense because it's Miami. There's a lot
That's
of ships
true.
around.
It's your son.
Is he?
I mean, can I just say that
Yes, you.
I kind of called it. I was like, what father
Yeah.
can do that?
Obviously, Spencer is a little bit off his knockers too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, as well as driven to the point of
Insanity.
insanity.
What kind of monster are you?
I'll give you a choice. You can come after me, or you can save him. So the real question is, what kind of monster are you?
This scene had us both on the edge of our seats. I was like, come on, hurry up, get him
God.
out, get
Oh.
the rod. I must say, you called it. You're like, get the rod. I didn't even think of that. Did
Well, you know why? Because they made the rod such a big thing
Oh, yeah,
during the
that's
fight.
true.
So
I mean, he did say, you're gonna save the kid or kill
That's
me.
true. But also, my dad instincts sort of, I think, kicked in.
Yeah.
And so when I watch something like that, I'm like, what would I do?
Yeah.
And the first thing that I thought of was
Yeah.
the rod.
What I would have done,
Yeah, what would you have done?
I would have taken the rod, go down, take a deep breath, give him a breath,
Yeah.
and then go down and
Right?
try to,
Then you've done that, and then you realize, oh, it's not working,
and then I'm out of breath.
so you would have been dead.
I loved you. How could you do this to me? Huh?
What did you do to Nikki?
Same thing I'm gonna do to you, but I'm gonna look you in the eye when I do it.
Thank God Dexter was there to step in. I mean, what a psychopath. But I guess you're just blind with rage sometimes.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Look at yourself. You get to die knowing that you failed as a cop, as a father, a husband, a human being.
Oh, shit. The sliced reflection. You thought when we were watching it,
Oh my
you
God,
thought
I
it was
told-
Michael C.
'cause
Hall.
It looked like Michael, like this, like you know,
Just
the
the
reflection.
eyes.
If I'm right, I'm genius because you know, genius minds think alike.
Yeah.
Right? If it was Michael, it's symbolic of him growing into the Dexter that we know
Yeah.
of.
And love.
You chose to save a child instead of giving into your own compulsions.
I controlled my urges.
You channeled them for good.
Thanks to your code.
It's your code now.
This actually ended with so much hope.
Yeah.
You know, and like Deb finally feels a part of the family.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Harry feels like he protected Dexter. Dexter feels like he did the right thing. He was validated by his father, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I really feel like we should send Morgan family to dance lessons. But I love that they made that character choice, which I think is really funny. But God, Brian Moser just like outside
So
watching like a
sad.
sad
So
puppy.
sad. Sad yet
killer
scary.
puppy. Terrifying.
Yeah, you're right. The whole family thing, I think that writers did a great job because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in the end, it's all about family and the love already existed.
Yeah.
It was there. They just had to wade through all that bullshit
Yeah.
to get back to there.
Yeah.
It was great seeing that with Deb and Harry and sort of coming back to sort of base one
Yeah.
of like, okay, this is about this Morgan family who actually love each other.
Yeah, this is all very healing.
Not you, Brian. You, Brian, go away.
I know.
Dexter, Deb, we're all together. Go away.
It's so sad.
So sad.
What's pretty remarkable about the series and watching all 10 episodes now, what came to light is that it really reveals the complexities of raising a family,
Yeah.
you know, and being a parent.
Well, it just confirms that
We're all fucked up and it's totally
we're
okay.
all fucked up.
Cool.
Yeah. The only thing that I can take away from this is that when you're a kid, the world is your everything.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever happens to you when you're young, I think lives with you.
Yeah.
Is a part of you, right? Kind of molds you to who you are.
So
Take
don't
away.
fuck it up, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
Before we go, I want to play another game of Bloodslide Roulette. You pick the number 1 through 50.
49.
What is your go-to dance move?
This one?
I was gonna say, do it. Oh, 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 oh. We're
Yeah,
so
yeah,
insane.
all right.
Oh my
We
God,
got
we
it,
make
we
the
got it.
best couple on television.
Got it.
What are your hopes for the future of this franchise?
My hopes. Oh my goodness.
You can tell me.
Well, obviously, I hope that your character is not dead.
Oh my God, thank you.
And maybe you might come down to Miami Metro.
I
And then
totally agree with this.
finally, Masuka can, you know, have ask you out on a date.
Ayy, I love this. Oh, you're so far away.
No, I really hope Original Sin goes on for
Forever.
But the biggest story in this Dexterverse is going to be how Masuka loses his hair.
I mean, I'm really glad that you said it and
wait,
not me.
do you think it's like one traumatic event? He's got so much hair right now.
I know, bro.
He goes on a bender and he's just like ah.
Yeah.
He
That's
buzzes
a
his hair
great
off.
question.
Right?
It was the elephant in the room.
It was, yeah. Where does the hair go?
It travels south.
It travels south.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in to this final episode of Dexter, Final Cut. And a huge thank you to C.S. Lee. Oh, give it up, y'all. Yes, yes.
Apatu.
Being your host for this first season has been an absolute honor, and I will truly cherish every moment of unpacking the twists, turns, and surprises of Dexter Original Sin. With all of you, it has been an unforgettable experience, and I am forever grateful. And once more, we encourage you to check out the links below to donate to those who have been affected by these terrible California wildfires. While this wraps up our time together for now, The journey is far from over. Dexter Final Cut will return later this year, woo, alongside Dexter Resurrection. So stay tuned for even more exciting conversations. And as always, tread lightly.
Dexter: Original Sin, new series now streaming on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.